Hello, and welcome to Dailyish, the show that's daily-ish. I'm Ben.
And I'm Beth.
And this is Lottie. Say hi, Lottie.
Say hi, hi.
Hi, hi.
There we
Good
go. She's
girl.
waving. For those of you listening on the podcast, sorry, you can't
puppy is
see
waving.
the puppy wave.
Yeah.
You're missing getting to see her. She is a sweet little silver toy poodle.
Yes.
She is still a puppy. She's very sweet, though.
Yes.
Very sweet.
And having absolutely nothing to do with puppies today.
No, not at all.
We just wanted to bring her on. Today we're going to talk about being a completionist.
Yes, and what that means for us in our lives,
Right.
and how we like to get things complete, and like to the point sometimes it might be a little annoying, especially with video games.
Yes.
We tend to work and work and work to get 100%.
Yes.
Right now in Overcooked, my kids are probably a little bit upset with me because I am bound and determined to get 3 stars on the level before we move on.
Right.
Because if we've got 3 stars, that means that we mastered that level and we've got the skills needed to move on.
And why would you not want the 3 stars?
I know. Make sure you're ready.
Yeah.
And that's been a really fun game. We've enjoyed that one a lot. But other games, sometimes getting them completed can be a lot more work.
Right, like I'm playing Breath of the Wild right now on the Switch.
Yeah.
I'll say right now. That's the only game I've been playing for quite some time when I do get to play video games. There's a list on that game of a lot of different things that you have to collect or do. There are, let's see here, 120 shrines, 900 Korok seeds. There's like 225 locations.
Yeah.
Plus, you have to try and fill out your encyclopedia of Hyrule, basically.
All your
take
pictures.
pictures of everything, each individual item and that sort of thing, get them registered. Then there's all of your armor that you need to pick up and, different suits and that sort of thing to pick up along the way. And then there's more things beyond that, too, that aren't like necessarily part of completing the game, but I'm still going to do them. I did find out the other day, though, that I missed out on something. In completing the 4 divine beasts, there are some things in there that are only found in those divine beasts, and so I'm not going to be able to add those to my Hyrule encyclopedia. I know I'm using the wrong term. It's okay.
Yeah.
But
Compendium.
Compendium, there we go. But I can do it in master level. So after I complete the game, I'm waiting to actually fight Ganon until I've done everything else, even the expansion. I'm going to make that the last thing I do. So I'm going to walk in like way overpowered, but that's okay.
Now, were you like this as a child? Because I remember myself playing like Super Mario Brothers on the original Nintendo, and you knew you could like go through every level, and I wanted to see those levels. But typically the way we played was then we would just get into level, we would go 1, then we'd do 1, 2, and then you would do the thing where you went up and over the wall to get to the tunnels. And we would warp through to get to 8 as quickly as possible.
Sure. And that's a pretty normal tactic. I mean, I did play that way a lot. I did play every single level on the way there. At least once or twice. But once you know where all the warp points are and you just want to beat the game at that point, I guess that's how you're completing things at that point, is just finish it. And even though you're not collecting everything, getting all the blocks, doing all the things, there's some satisfaction, I guess, in finishing the game. But yeah, when you just warp your way out of it, like when you get the warp whistles later on in Mario 3, that really lets you skip a lot too.
Now, what are you like in other ways? Like, do you typically finish things?
Certain things, yes. Now, books...
Yeah, you do have a lot of unfinished books.
Well, it's because I read through the first half of the book, or first third of the book. I get the idea, because I don't read a lot of fiction. I read books that Beth doesn't find relaxing.
I find them boring. I'll be honest. I find them.
I'll read the first third or half of the book. I'll understand the premise and where they're going. You can look at the table of contents and figure out the rest of the argument at that point. And I'm done.
Okay.
I'll do that a lot just to get the gist of the book. There's no Cliff's Notes for these books. It's just they are what they are. When I get into a fiction book, though, I want to read the whole thing. I want to read every single page because there's a story in there, and that story is what sucks me in.
Well,
I'll go back and read that over and over again.
And me with stories, like we have the TV on when we go to bed, and typically we're watching YouTube things, but I cannot have something with a story going.
Right.
Because I will stay up to hear the rest of the story. Like, it drives me nuts. Like, I cannot go to sleep knowing, even if it's an episode of a sitcom I have seen 20 times, I will still finish the story because I can't just let it be.
Now, let's be honest.
What?
What sitcoms would you watch 20 times? We don't watch things more than once, usually.
Well, even knowing like when you would try to put on reruns, thinking that might work.
Sure.
And it might have been How I Met Your Mother reruns or something like that I still would be like, oh, or a Friends rerun even. Even if I knew what the show was, like when we still were watching like regular TV.
Which we haven't done that in
That's been a long time.
Long
but
time.
I would still just be right awake and be like, I have to find out, do Ross and Rachel get together? Even though I already know the answer to that one, you know?
And that's why we watch a lot of documentaries.
Yes, because it has, without the plot, I can sleep. It's so much easier for me.
Right.
Now with projects though, I tend to like gung-ho and I can't rest till it's done.
Right.
That's the way, books for me sometimes hit or miss, but...
Literally you can't rest.
No. And I'm like, I will, and that's just the way I've learned that is my rhythm for work. Like, I have to finish it, and then I may rest for a full day after I finish that.
Right.
So
it's a big project or something, yeah.
Or, even longer, depending. But it's one of those, I will work from the moment I get up to the moment I go to bed on that project if I can. And if I really enjoy it, I get kind of miffed when other things interrupt my time working. And it's like, I've been painting some lately, and it's like, there are times where even if it's things I enjoy, like, otherwise, it's like, I want to get back to my painting. Yeah. I really want to go back to painting.
Well, it's like, I noticed that tonight, so I cooked dinner. It wasn't a hard thing to do. I heated up stuff that was frozen.
Yeah. And this was planned the night before even. Like, we had planned an easy dinner for tonight.
So I made rice, and I cooked some chicken and some stuff like that. So it wasn't anything that was crazy, but you get to keep painting.
Yeah.
I took care of what I needed to take care of, and I took care of dinner. And so I understand that you need that time to get that stuff done.
Otherwise, it just sits there and eats at me. It drives me nuts.
But when I'm working like on a project for work, then I knuckle down and I make sure things done, and it's going to be to the nth detail on stuff too. I will make sure it's completely filled out. I don't hand somebody one sheet and say, "Well, here's the outline." It's like no, it's all there, complete, total.
So thinking about our kids, are any of them completionists? I would say probably Joel to some degree.
Right.
Even though he'll fight the boss battle and then go back and keep playing the game.
Well, he was 4 years old when he beat Mario Odyssey for the first time.
Yeah. Mario Galaxy.
Mario Galaxy, right.
Yeah.
Not Odyssey.
He just got Odyssey. He has beaten Odyssey, but he wasn't 4.
But 4 years old to beat a pretty complex 3-dimensional space judgment type of game like that. That was impressive.
Yeah, and
the fact that he would jump the entire time.
Yeah. And he's almost got 100% on Odyssey now.
Right.
So he's almost done with that one. Now, the nice thing is with being a completionist with video games, you don't have to buy a lot of games because you end up putting so many hours into the ones you get that it's like, why would I need another one right now? I haven't finished the one I'm on.
Right.
So that helps out quite a bit budget-wise.
I was looking through our Steam account the other day, helping with Jeremiah with some things and trying to see how many hours you put on different games. And when Skyrim came up...
Oh, goodness. Yeah, you did a lot on Skyrim.
It was a lot. I did all the things. And that's just, again, being a completionist. I want to make sure I complete every quest.
So I'd love to know in the comments below what things or games are like you're high on the completion things, or are you a person who just wants to get to the end as quickly as possible, and finish the story, find out what all is going to happen in the game and be done and be like, okay, why would I go back and do all of this other stuff? Yeah. You're just ready to move on to the next thing. Love to know. Everybody's different on those, and that's what's fun with this. If we were all the same, it'd be really boring. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, as well as hit that bell notification so that way you'll know when these videos go live.
And if you're listening on the podcast today, make sure to give us some good reviews and some stars on that as well. Helps grow the community, and let us know how you enjoyed the episode today.
That's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.